Okay. So we have completed the Git class. Now I am going to explain about GitHub. So creating GitHub account we have already discussed. Now when it comes to home, once we go to the home, it will be like this. And here you can see the repository. If you click on the new button, we can create a new repository by providing the name. You can click on providing the name, and we can choose it should be public or private, and then create repository. That is how we create the repository. So that is a repository creation. And once we create a repository, it will be comes under after it will be showing the URL username, then it will be repository name. And in the repository level settings, we are going to use issues. If there are any issues in the real time, we are going to create a new issue by clicking on this one, and we will provide the details like issue name. We can mention as the particular file index.html. We can mention have conflict. This kind of we are going to provide the title, and we will write it, then create a issue. So it will be creating issues, and we can add the comment based upon the working on that one particular issue. So if you want to edit the issue, you can click on edit and save. So these issues, we are going to work on the particular issue, the users of particular owner of the repository, and they are going to close the issue once the issue is fixed. Like that, we create the issues in real time as well. And then next is pull request. So if you want to create a new pull request, it will be present in the here as well. If the branches is not matching the data, we can choose from here as well. It will be showing like this branch 2 commits ahead of the and 223 commits behind master. So you can go here, open a pull request, and here you can select the branch. So base branch and compare branch. So we have to select the which from which branch we want to dev 1 to master branch. We are going to merging all the changes, then we use this one. If you want to merge the from master to dev branch, then we select this one, master to dev. So if it is showing can't automatically merge, then you can create a pull request here, and it will validate the changes, whatever the changes are done. So I'm going to select dev 1 to master. I want to compare all the changes, and I will merge. So here you can see can't automatically merge because there is some conflict. So when we click on the create pull request, in the real time we are going to provide hi team validate the like hi team validate the changes and approve PR. We call it pull request or merge request. Pull request is a PR. Then we are going to create a pull request. Once we create it, it will show the conflicts. What is the conflict here? So it will checking for the ability to merge automatically. It is going to check the status of both the branches, base branch and compare branches. So it will check for the how many commits are going to merge with these two between these two branches, and what are the file changes happened, and then it will proceed further. See, this branch has a conflicts, and that must be resolved. Resolve conflict. Click on it, and we are going to accept both changes. Then mark as resolved. Commit merge. So once we click on commit merge, it will merge with the branch. Merge pull request. Confirm merge. That's it. So once you've done, if the branch is not required, you can delete the branch as well. Like that, we do. That is a pull request. So this is GitHub Actions, where we are going to use for the CI/CD pipeline, build, test, and deploy your code. So that is different one, which I am not going to explain here because we use different tool for that, that is Jenkins. But GitHub Actions along with GitHub we can use for the CI/CD pipeline as well. Suggested for this repository it will show, and also we can use the deployment for different application, like deploying to the Amazon, that is AWS ECS, and deploying uh, Google Kubernetes, Terraform. This under everything it is going to provide. We can configure here itself by using the UI. See, simple workflow. You can click on this one, so it will show. This is the YAML file. YAML file we are going to use for deployment purpose by using GitHub Actions. So to use GitHub Action, we can use YAML, but I am going to show you Jenkins. That is, we are going to use a Groovy script. So I am not going to commit the changes here. Click on cancel. Next is projects. So project is a real time we are going to use. We are going to create a new project and we will add the people. Let me show you. So team planning, manage your team's work, upcoming cycles, this and all we can create here. Untitled project it is. So I'm going to project name. I will provide DevOps training batch 1. Default repository, we can select whatever the repository we want and it's going to add it, and we can write the description if required. Then we are going to save the changes. So the particular repository will be present in the this particular project by using project setting. And also you can see here, this is the danger zone which should not be done by any other users. This is very important. And also it should be, the visibility should be always private. The project should be always in the private. We should not allow to the public. And this one, close project. Closing a project will disable its workflows and remove it from the list of open projects. So once you click on the close this project, it is going to close it and it will be not available for open project. And delete project is, once you delete, it is not going to back, it will be delete permanently. So these three buttons we should not use regularly. That will be having the limited access. This is private project. Only those with access to this project can view it. So now I am going to add one of the user here. Invite collaborator. I can invite them. Anybody? Can you tell me your username, Rakshita? You can send me.
Rakshita.
You can send me the chart. So I'll make a note of it.
Okay, sir.
So for now, I will use mine once. See, I'm going to click on this one. I will invite a collaborator here. I can provide the access, admin access, write, read. So I'm going to provide write access here. Invite, invite sent to that user. Now if I open again GitHub, I log into my another account. Okay, now it is authenticated. So now I should be having the notification to join that particular repository. Let me check. 1 minute. Let me take your mail ID, your username. So I will add here. Click on invite. Check your mail. You should receive. And also I will check mine as well here. So I will copy the project. So I can view the project with the URL which I received. So using this one, I can see the project details, projects. This particular one. But in real time, we are going to use mainly in the organization level. That one I am going to show you. So when we go to the projects back, this is the projects we have and repositories. See on the under repository level, we are going to see the DevOps training one. This is the open project. If we close it now, so for example, I am going to close the project now itself. So I will click on settings. This is not required. That's why I am going to close the project. So once we close it, it will be show as a closed project. It will be not listing in the project open project list. See, there is no open projects. If you want to create a project, you can create again. And if you want to see closed project list, it will be present here and you can reopen once again. So if there is any project in that particular repository which are open, then we can work on that and we can add any item here. So creating issue and add item from repository, these kind of work we can do here. So I'm going to create a new issue. If there is any issue, then you can create a new issue here. It like blank issue and we are going to provide the issue details. Like that we can create a project and issues. That is the settings of repository. So I'm explaining about the settings under repository level. We'll go further on administrator level. Okay. Now next is wiki. Wiki is nothing but like we are going to provide a place in your repository a roadmap of our project. Like if there is any roadmap or you want to provide the current status, then if there is any documents, we are going to work on this one. Hope you know about blogs. In the online, we are going to see the blogs and all complete details about the particular product or particular content. That kind of we are going to update under wiki for this particular repository. Next is security and quality. This is very important. Security is a very important responsibility which we are going to take as a DevOps engineer. So we have like a security policy, security advisories, then private vulnerability reporting, then dependent bot alerts, this kind of. So we are going to enable whenever required. Like for example, security policy. If you want to create a set up security policy, then you can write a security policies here based on our security team. We are going to discuss about this one, and we will update. And also it will be working on the security team as well. Like DevSecOps will be there. They are going to work on that, and we have to maintain the security levels for the repository. And these and are like code scanning alerts. So setup code scanning is different. We are going to scan the code whatever they deployed here, and we are going to set up that one by using CodeQL advanced, whatever the language which we are going to use. But in the real time we never use much this one. We are going to use different code scanning tools like Sonar Cube. We are going to use code quality purpose. Next is insights. So insights is is nothing but the data about a repository, when it is created, how many pull requests it is created, and if there is any issues created under this repository, and what is the closed issues, new one, and open pull requests, merge pull request, how many are there. There is complete details about the repository which we can see here. And also this is pulse, is nothing but the information about the repository. We can see complete commit pull request merged by one person. That is a list of this one. And if multiple persons are worked, it will show the list as well. Contributors as of now, I am the only one contributor here, so it will be showing commits over time, and who is the contributor, the person details it's going to show. If you want to addition deletion, then it will be we can filter it. You can see the traffic, how this one happened, like git clones, if any clones happened, and visitors, how many people seen this particular repository. If you are using as a public repository, anybody can access. Even if you search for this name, you can see in your account. Same like that. See, this is my another repository. I can see in my account as well, because these particular repositories are public. So you can check it, and also we can open it. If you go here, it will show insights, contributors. In the last 3 months, there is no contributes because I have not used. If I check for last 24 months, still no, because I have not used recently. That's why it is not showing. If I click on all, it is going to show what is the contribution, how whenever it is used. And also we can see commits, these details and all you can see. Let me open any different project which many people opened. This one, DevOps demos. I can see this is how forked from different repository. Same like that, you can fork any other public repository. You can see now 1 month there is no updates, but when we check the contributors last 24 months, commits over time. So you can see here this many 138 commits happened, and different peoples has already committed in this one. And also if you check the dependency graph, everything we can see here. sorry, contributors, commits, and forks. So how many forks? No one has forked this repository yet. So if the some anybody forked your repository, then it will list, it will show. If nothing, nobody forked, then it will not show like that. Now the next is after insights. Next is setting. So settings is repository level general settings first. Repository name, we can modify the repository name if required. If you want to edit the repository name, then we can go to the repository settings and rename it. And default branch, if for every repository when you create, the default branch will be master. If you want to rename the, like if you want to change the default branch, then you can change it here. Rename master branch to different branch. For example, master branch is there, I want to change it to name as training. So master, the name of the branch, it's going to change. So your branch name will be training. You can rename it. And if you go to the code here, see, the default branch name has been renamed. The master is now named as training. If you have local clone, you can update it by running the following commands. So for example, you have here git day2. So cd, so if I check git branch, here dev1 master and DevOps is there. So here I have renamed the training master branch as a training. So now what I have to do is, first I will git full master, because I have done changes. Master does not appear to be git repository. Git full, sorry, day2 master, could not find remote ref master. So master is not existing now. So what we have to do is, first we have to create a branch, git branch hyphen m master training. So it is renaming to this one. See, master to training is renamed. And again we have to use git fetch day2. It is fetched. All the changes it happened. We have already done one commit as well. That is a conflict one. That is also fetched. And again, now what we have to do, git branch hyphen u training. But I am going to use, instead of origin, I have to use day2. So branch training set up to track with a day2 training. This is how we can use. And remote, git remote set head origin hyphen a. So instead of origin, I am going to use day2 hyphen a. This is how you can change the, you can rename the branch name if you want to change it. So but default branch will be master as always. And if you want to change it, then you can do by using rename. Okay. Next is pull request and all we have to enable. It should be available always. Allow auto merge. So if you click on allow auto merge, then whenever you click on the merge request, it will see wait for the requirement to be met and then merges automatically. But it should be always disabled, because the approvers should always check it and then only they have to approve for the merge. Otherwise, it will be having issues. So after pull request are merged, you can have head branches delete automatically. So if you want to automatically delete the head branches, then you can click on it. Otherwise, no need. Next is full request. Allow merge commits default commit message. So presented when merging full request with merge default message, you can keep it. If you want to update it as pull request title, then you can keep it pull request title and description. Based on that, you can update it here. This one pushes, like while pushing limit how many branches and tags can be updated in a single push. For example, while pushing the data, if there is any limit we want to set it up, then we can click on this one, and how many branches and tags. If you want to update only two branches, you can update it. If you want to set up any limit, we can use that limit here. So next is danger zone. This is very important because this particular danger zone we should not click by mistake also. Change repository visibility. This is visibility changing is changing to private or public. We have to use in the real time. It should be always private only. And disable branch protection rules. So this one will be always enable. Branch protection will be, we should not disable it. When we click on this, will be like this will hide the branch protection settings and disable branch protection rules for this repository. So disabling the branch protection rules, it will allow us to enforce branch and tag protection exclusively with the repository rules. So it's not going to follow the rules as per the repository, and it will disable the branch protection, and also it will production rules, APIs, everything it's going to disable. So if there is any production, we have branch production rules we have already created, then it's going to disable them, but we should not disable anytime. And transfer ownership. So transfer this ownership to the another user, to an organization where you have the ability to create a repository. So you can create transfer the repository, but we have to choose the owner here, any one of your organization. So organization is, we have to create it. If you go here, this is organization level. If you go organization, you are not member of any organization. So I can create a new organization here. As of now, see, there is a organization, we have to pay for that. One is free, another one is 4 USD per month, another one is 21. So I am going to use free one, join for free. Organization name I am going to update as Tech Wonders DevOps, and contact mail I am going to provide. This organization belongs to a business or institute. I will provide name of business or institute this organization belongs to. So I can provide Tech Wonders. This is my YouTube channel name. I will provide same, and verify the account. Use the RS to rotate the image. So we have to verify it based upon the image how it is showing. Submit. Click on next. So here, welcome to Tech Wonders DevOps. I have created organization. So organization is nothing but the company. Even in the real time, for example, you are working for a company called TCS, then the organization will be as a TCS. In that one, you will be having one of the team member, and you will be having the different projects repositories. So each and every company members, if they have the GitHub account, you can look for them here by using the organization name. So now I'm going to use search by username, add organization members here. So for now I'm going to use myself, my personal account I will provide Mohan B147, and I will add yours. I think Abhilash unable to provide now. That's okay. Later I will take it, and complete setup. Now password. So this is the Tech Wonders DevOps. Now we are going to see this is organization. Inside that one we are going to see the repositories. Same how we see for this one, right? This is my account level where I'm going to see repositories, projects, packages, teams, and other details. Now I'm going to see as under repository under organization level. So I'm going to provide the different user access and permissions. So admin access, as of now, no repository must. I don't have any repositories here as a administrator level admin access. So I'm going to use the overview. See, we can provide the permissions for the user by using here member privilegation. Repository creation always it should be private. I have given, and also we can provide the different permissions here for the user. Admin repository permissions will be allow members to change repository and repository deletion and transfer. This will be for the admin level. So if I check for the different user, it will be having the different permission. Let me check it. Now I will go to my different account. Now if I check the mail ID, my mail ID, I should receive the invite here. DevOps Mohan B has invited you to join the Tech Wonders DevOps. So I'm going to click on this one, copy, because I am opening in the incognito mode for this account. So I can click on the join Tech Wonders DevOps. Rakshita, even you have received the invite, you can click on this link and accept it. So you can see this particular repository. See, as a
Okay.
user, I can see this particular repository and whatever the access which I have. So I'm going to, as an admin, I have the permissions level for this organization. Now I'm going to create, here I was telling, right? So I'm going back to settings again under account level. So in the account level, go back. So I'm going to use the repository level settings. The settings in the down danger zone. This is the one transfer open ownership. So the particular repository ownership, if I want to transfer, then you can choose owner. See here, select one of the my organization. So if you want to select the organization, then I can select here. Or if I want to select the username, then you can go for here. If this particular repository under the organization, then only you can choose it. Here unable to choose. So now I'm going to use this one. Organization I have selected and repository name same. Type this one to confirm. So now I'm transferring the ownership to this organization level. I understand and transfer this repository. But in real time, we should not transfer it. Now this one I have transferred, moving repository to this particular organization. This may take few minutes. Meanwhile, we can go further, go back. So this is the settings of under the repository. Next is we have other settings like collaborators. For this particular repository, you can see the collaborator and manage visibility, adding the people. If you want to add particular people into this particular repository, I can add as of now Mohan B147. I can add here and I can provide the access for this user based upon the role. Like if you want to provide a read access, write access, maintain, admin, based upon this one, I can provide the access and add it. See here, this particular user, I have, if I want to delete it, then I can delete the repository. For the user, I can delete it. Next, I can see the branches, add branch rule set. If you want to add the rule set, then we can add the branch rule set here by providing the details and what is the rules like restrict creations, restrict updates, deletions, and require merge queues. So this will be restrictions we are going to update and also commit metadata, branch name changings, everything we can restrict the branches by creating rules. Next, tags. So tags is a protected tags having deprecated. If you want to create new tags rules, you can create a new tag rules as well here, and you can see the tags. Next is webhooks. Webhooks is another important which we are going to use along with Jenkins as well. We are going to provide the details here and we are going to create a webhooks to automate the some task which we are going to use along with Jenkins. That time I am going to explain about this one. So the particular which events would like to trigger this webhook. So if you want to, for example, whenever push is done to the repository, then it's going to trigger this particular webhook. So we have to provide the secrets for that and content type, which one we have to provide. Then we have to create a webhook here. That one we can see in the Jenkins class. Then environments. So environment is we are going to create a workflow. That purpose we are going to use like dev staging and production environments. We are going to create it and use it. Then pages. So page like GitHub page we are going to use for the GitHub actions. Then we are going to use deploying the application like GitHub action and deployment CI/CD pipelines. We can use this one by configuring the CI/CD pipelines. This is about settings under repository level. Now I am going to explain about settings on admin level. So we'll be having the access for repository, then organization. So when you click on the organization, you will have the it will show you you are present in which organization. If you have multiple organization, you are in under. Then it will show the list of organizations. You can click on the organization. If you are owner, then you can see the these particular options. I am the admin for this owner this particular organization. See, just few minutes back I have transferred a ownership from different user to this particular organization. That's why it is showing in the under this organization. And when we go to the projects, same. We can create a project here, GitHub project, and we can customize it, and then we can work on that particular project by creating issues and other details. So next is packages. So it will be like GitHub packages. If you use GitHub as a CI/CD pipeline, we'll be having different packages like Maven for building the application, Nugget for .NET application, Maven for the Java application, and NPM for the Node application, Ruby gems for Ruby applications, then containers for Docker containers. So these kind of packages we can install with the GitHub, GitHub as well. Next is teams. Seamless communication with the teams. We can create a new team here and we can provide a team like DevOps batch 1. I will create and I will provide as a visible, and team notification should be enabled, and I can add the team member here, same how I did for other things. Mohan B147 invite. What is your DevOps? Okay. Okay, I'm inviting. So you can see and accept the invitation. So you can you can join to this team as well. Same like that, we can add the team members and you can provide, if you want to change the role, you can change it. Maintainer member, like that, you can select it and you can change the role. That is member. In this particular teams, we are going to see the again members, team, then projects, organization roles, everything again we have to see. So it will be there in the under organization level, project level, team level. Based upon that, we can set up the assign a particular roles for the user. So you can select the user here to provide. See, under role assignments, organization roles, I can assign a role but to the particular user. So all repository maintain, all repository admin, then all repository triage, write, read, CI/CD admin. Based upon that, we can provide the different permissions for the different user. So I'm going to assign another role. So as of now, Rakshita not accepted, so I am unable to assign any role. You will see. So this is the people. It will list the people under this particular organization. So once we create organization, you can see the number of people under this organization members. Then invitation, you can see here. As of now, I have sent invitation, but not yet confirmed. So it will show under this one, pending collaborators. If there is any pending collaborator, if I invite, it will show there. And then organization level settings, same organization display name. If you want to display name different, then I can update here. Then it will be like billing licensing means if you use paid one, then it will be there billing and all. And role management, role assignment. So role management, you can see here different roles we have. You can see grant read access for the all repository in the organization. That is all repository read. Write is for the all repositories. We are going to provide the write access. And triaging, triage access, just for triaging purpose, we are going to use this particular access. And maintenance access, then repository admin, then app manager, CI/CD admin, and security manager. We are going to use different roles. That is organization roles, and this one is the repository roles. So there are different roles. One is organization and another one is repository. So when we use these roles, it will be access. It will be applicable for only repository level, like read, triage, write, maintain, and admin access. We can use it. Then code space. So code space is another. You can code space access, manage access to code space. We are going to enable for the member or teams and enable for all members. So this one is we are going to write the code for GitHub. We can enable it and we can use it within the organization level as well and also account level as well. We can create it and we can use a code space. There you can write as a command line. And webhooks discussion, this and all same as repository level, which we have already discussed. Next is third party access. So we are going to use OAuth policy, GitHub apps. This and all we are going to provide the permissions. By create access is restricted here. Only approved application can access the data in this organization. So if you remove it restriction, then we can access the set up the application access restriction. We can restrict it if you want, but if you not restrict, then you can access the this particular organization from the different apps like by using APIs and SH. That is the organization level settings. Next is if you go to the main admin level settings, you can see other options like enterprises. So enterprises is if you want to get the advanced GitHub, you want to get the advanced GitHub access, then we are going to provide, we are going to start for free 30 days. Then we, after that, we have to pay for that one. This is mainly for the business purpose and also in the real time. In the organization level, we are going to use a paid one. Next is Copilot. So Copilot is nothing but this one is the AI where we are going to use Copilot to write coding and also for any use whatever the work we are going to do, we can use for the free. Like for example, you want to ask something with the AI, then we can use GitHub Copilot. For example, I want to create a repository with a basic Ja- Java application with Docker file. So we, this one is AI, how we use ChatGPT and other cloud AI. Based on that same, we can use the GitHub Copilot. So it is going to help us to understand and also we can create it by using steps, whatever it is provided. So it is showing, I will help you to create a basic Java application repository with a Docker file. Let me set this up for you. First, I need to clarify with a few details. Repository name. So I have to provide the repository name Java Docker app, Java Hello World. So I'm going to provide as Java Docker app. So I'll provide the details. Once you provide these details, it can create the repository, and I'm going to provide, it should be public or private. It should be private. I'll provide. Since I don't have direct access to create repositories through the available tools, let me create essential files that you will need. You can create the repository on GitHub and push these files. See, this is going to help us, but not completely. It's going to update how we can create a particular application and whatever the files we require, it's going to create it. See, let me create this repository with the following structure: basic maven based application, docker file for containerization, and then .git ignore for Java project, readme with the build and run instructions, then pom.xml file. So these are the files we are going to create in the real time as well. So next we are going to discuss about same only in the next class. Like by using maven, we are going to build the docker application, that is by using pom.xml. Same like that, it is mentioning the steps and also it is help us to create files. This should be a private repository. However, I need to clarify that I don't have ability to access. So what we have to do is we have to create a private repository. Then it's going to add the this particular repository. So let me create one repository for this. So I'm going to create under organization new repository. Java Docker app. So this one is latest technology which we are using in the GitHub. By using Copilot, we can create application. See, it is given the steps. Go to GitHub and create a repository and then select private and create repository. So I have selected private and I have creating. So I'm going to provide this particular URL. So I will provide. I have created GitHub repository. So it's going to populate all the necessary files required for Java application, and let's see how it is going to create. So we have to allow it. Once we allow it, then it's going to generate it. See, your Java application repository has been successfully created with all the essential files. So it's going to update repository content, form.xml, app.java, apptest.java, Docker file, Docker compose. This is updated like a very advanced one which we are going to use. Then git ignore, Docker ignore, readmd. So readme is nothing but we are going to provide the instructions. It will display. So now what we have to do is clone your repository into local, then Docker build, Docker run, then Docker compose. So if I check now, let's refresh. No. Why it is not showing? It is showing only one file. Let's ask here. So if there is any doubt, you can see here. I can see Docker ignore only. Docker ignore file only under my repository. So when we update this one, it will show what happened exactly. Okay, so it is some issue happened. It is not created properly. Then it is going to check once again. So I have to allow once again. Now readme is created. See, readme file is very important where we can see all the details about the particular repository. This is a basic Java application with Docker support. This project, how containerization with the Java application. You can see all the details, what is required using Docker CLI, Docker Compose, how we can execute, and application output, and Docker image details, everything it can display here. So it is adding the remaining files. It will take time. Still not done. Okay, it is pushing the all the files, whatever the files missing. You can see here, if it is still loading, you can stop here if you don't want like canceling. So it is pushing pom.xml file, Java source files, then Docker file, Docker compose, everything. So I have to allow all files successfully uploaded. Let's see, not it. Yeah, see, all the files now uploaded. This is how we can use the Copilot for any changes required or anything help required from the GitHub Copilot by using the ChatGPT kind of. So this is the AI, advanced AI we are going to use with the GitHub. Same like that we can use and we can update it. So this is a GitHub Copilot, free Copilot I have used. Even you can practice yourself. If you have any doubts, we can discuss later. That is about GitHub Copilot. And also you can see all the details like in the GitHub, you can watch the video as well they have provided. And the settings we have discussed till now, all the setting at that is the settings whatever we can discuss. Next is create new. When you click on the create new, you can see issue repository and import repository. So this one is important, another one. If you want to import your particular project to GitHub, then you can come here and you can paste the repository URL and username for your source repository and access token for that one. You can import it from the another repository to another account to here. You can import it by using these details. And next is new code space. So code space I have already explained, right? So if you want to work on the code space, you can click on this one repository and where you want to work on it, you can select it. This is like we are going to use the AWS cloud. You can use US East and mission type, how many cores we want, like create a code space. This is like same like Linux mission. We are going to use code space and we can run the commands. Uh, Whatever the Linux command, we can use it, and also we can install if there is required like Terraform and other things. We can practice here only. This is also important, like we can learn not in the real time, but for learning purpose we can use by using the GitHub code space itself. We can learn more technologies here, like we can install Terraform, Ansible, Jenkins, and all, and you can run the commands and you can use for the practice purpose. So this is code space. See, get started with VS Code. We can create a VS Code here, and whatever the files are there. If you want to, for example, in this one you have Terraform code. You can run the Terraform code here by installing the Terraform, and you can see. So now I can run the Git commands here. Git status. See, on branch training, there is nothing is there. This is like Linux. So yesterday and day before yesterday we have discussed in the Windows, right? Same commands we can use here as well in the Linux operating system. So I'm using the workspace instead of Linux separate machine. I'm using in the GitHub workspace. Same here also we can use the command, whatever the command git log -1 one line. So if you check it, it will list the all the tags. So by creating the GitHub workspace, you can use it and you can close the GitHub workspace whenever you want to close it. So you can go here. So you can see all the pull requests and other details also in the cloud space. So each and every details you can display here, like these are changes. If there is any changes, merge source control like pull request and all other details, all the details you can display here. This is all together we can work like GitHub and Git by using the code space. Okay, this is about GitHub code space, how we can use it. And we can stop it, close all, and it is not closing on it. Okay, it is not closing. Let's go to next here, and settings level we have done. The next is last one, which we are going to discuss about fork. So forking one particular repository from different account to your account. If you want to fork it, then you can go to your repositories. I mean, whatever the repository you want to fork to your account, you can go here, click on the particular application. Here you can see fork. You can fork into your account. See, this one you can create. So fork is nothing but copy the particular repository to your account. So owner you can mention is this one, and also you can mention as organization level. So if you want to make it to your account level, you can click on that. So it will come under your account, and you can do the whatever changes you want to do. This is how we can fork a particular repository into your account. This is about fork. Yeah, that's it about complete GitHub administration level. We have discussed till now all the settings level, like organization level, admin level, then repository level. Each and every settings will be different. We have to provide the access and everything. This is how we work. Thank you.